Good evening, guys. Can you hear me? Am I audible? Yes, I am using platform documents. Am I audible? So yes, okay, guys. So can you hear me? Okay. So let's start, guys. So as you all know, even voice is standing today, and anyone can so information is sound today.
அங்கொண்டுமே இல்ல. மூடுங்க நீங்க. இப்படி தள்ளி விட்டாரு. தள்ளி விடுங்க. தள்ளி விடுங்க ஒண்ணும் இல்ல.
Okay, guys, let's start. Okay, so as you all know, this is our second class for the 2024 O-level batch. Yesterday we had the second class for our 2025 batch. Today we are doing our second class for 2024 O-level batch. So as you all know, last class we started the unit 7. Last class we started unit 7, which is prime entry book, and we will be continuing the today's session from prime entry book itself. So we started the unit prime entry book, and we started, or like we finished the prime entry book part, and today we will be starting with source document. So to give a brief idea what we did last class, for the one who have joined for the first class as today, I'll give a brief idea what did we what we did last class. We covered about the syllabus, we talked about the paper structure, and also we talked about our plan. Okay, so these are the three things which I did last week, and I started the content also, and also I finished the small part in the prime entry book unit. So today we will be continuing from that, and also you all have the recording of the last week also. If anyone of you all want the recording, I can share it too. Also, I share the recording in the groups also. So if you all want, the ones who missed the first session, they can go through the first session recording and they can cover the paper structure, syllabus, and also what's our plan, all those things you can cover from there. So today I'm not going to take any time to explain those areas which I already explained last week. Already I took enough amount of time and I explained all those things clearly. So today we will be focusing only the content. That's what will be our target. The reason is what already we are doing unit number 7, but there is no any issue in covering the syllabus or anything. We can cover it on time. Okay, we can cover it on time. Therefore, without rushing, let's do the content one by one. So this is the thing which I used for the last week also, guys. So last week we started unit number 7, prime entry book. So I gave you all the definition and I explain you all what the different types of prime entry book. So I explain you all the different types of prime entry book, and also I gave what type of transactions will be recorded. To sum it up, if we take cash book is a prime entry book. In the cash book, we will be recording all the cash related transactions. So what are the cash related transactions we have? We have cash inflow and we have what? Cash outflow. And second prime entry book is what? petty cash book. So in petty cash book, we will be recording what, guys? Payments which are of small in value. Example, petty cash transaction. And third one, we studied something called as what, guys? Bank account. So in bank account, what do we record? All the bank related transactions will be recorded in the bank. In purchase journal, the purchase of reselling goods, sales journal, sales of reselling goods. Last class, I took enough amount of time and I clearly explained you all about this purchase journal and sales journal. Guys, make sure that your mic is on mute. It will be a disturbance for others also. Make sure just you all mute yourself. All right. Okay, so last class we covered these things in detail about purchase journal and sales journal. I hope you all can remember that. I clearly explain you all what to record in the purchase journal, sales journal, and what not to record in the purchase journal and sales journal. So additionally, we have two things, something called as what? Purchase return journal and sales return journal, which is not in your textbook, but the examiner used to test this then and there. Because this from the purchase return journal and sales return journal, like he used to test the source document, which we are going to study today. That part only he will be testing. I'll be explaining that when we come for that part. And finally, we have studied something called general journal. In general journal, what do we record? All the other types of transaction which cannot be recorded in what above prime entry book should be recorded in the what general journal. So these are the things which we covered last week. Additionally, I covered in what in your textbook on the page number 79, there is a heading called necessity of prime entry book. What does that necessity of prime entry book means? Necessity of prime entry book means what? Why do we need a prime entry book? What's the purpose of preparing the prime entry book? There are some points which I covered last week. Those things are. So these are the things which I covered last week. So guys, to start off today's session, I'm going to take you all through this area which I put last week itself. I'm going to take you all through this area. Okay. So if we take accounting, guys, let me erase the unwanted things. Okay, guys. If we take the accounting process, last class I explained this is the accounting process, which is starting from transactions and events, which will lead to source document. From source document will be prime entry book, ledger account, trial balance, and what? Financial statement. So in last class, we covered this area of what? We covered this area of prime entry book. This is done. So in today's class, we will be mainly focusing on what, guys? We will be focusing on the area which is related to source document. These are tested. Definitely there will be a question, guys, either MCQ or part 2. There will be a definite question. So make sure that you all pay your attention properly and understand this part. So can you all put the heading quickly as source document? Put the heading as what? Source documents. Put the heading as what? Source documents. Now we are going to study what, guys? We are going to study what are source documents. Like what is source document? What are the source documents we have to study? Those things will be studied right now. Okay, guys. Now if I take you all through the accounting process again, last class itself I have wrote here as what? At the moment of transaction something, right? Now let me explain you. A source document means what? A source document means the first point what you should remember, it's a document. A source document means what, guys? It's a document. Second thing what you should remember is what? Second thing is what? It is prepared at the moment of transaction. When do we prepare this document? We prepare this document at the moment of the transaction. So what are the 2 points which you should remember in source document? Source document is a document which is prepared at the moment of transaction, not at the end of the year, not at the end of the month, or not at the end of the year. Source documents are prepared at that moment. Example, let's assume there is a cash transaction taking place in the business. At that moment itself, they will be preparing a source document. Let's assume there is a credit sales taking place. There is a credit sales of reselling good taking place. At that moment, the business will be preparing a source document. That is what we are going to study right now. So what are the 2 things I explain you? First thing, it is a document and it is prepared what? At the moment of transaction. Now, if I write the definition, guys, you will understand it better. For the source document, I can define. For the source document, I can define. And also one thing for you all to remember, guys, and one thing which you all should remember is the prime entry book is what? For the prime entry book, what we study, it's a book. It's not a document. Don't complicate these things. Prime entry book is a book. But source document is a what? It's a document. So if I want to write the definition here, I can write. Yeah, I can write. Source document means what? It is a document. It is a document prepared by the business organization. It is a document prepared by the business organization at the what? At the moment of transaction. At the moment of transaction, by including all the details. By including all the details of a transaction is known as source document. Is known as what, guys? Is known as source document. Now let me explain this definition again. I gave you all a rough idea. I gave you all the proper definition. Now again I'll explain you all the proper explanation through this note, guys. So see here, source document means what? As I told you all, it's a what? The first thing what you should mention in your answer, it's a document. It's a what? Document. Document prepared by the business organization when? At the moment of the transaction. When the transaction is taking place itself, what? They will be preparing the source document, not at the end of the day, not at end of the month, not at the end of the year or anything. They will be preparing a source document at the, they will be preparing source document at the moment of the transaction. And also what will include in the source document, all the details related to a transaction will be included. So we will be studying what are the details in the upcoming part. So for now, just remember, a source document means it's a document prepared by the business organization at the moment of transaction by including all the details of a transaction is known as what? Source document. Now, if I take you all through the prime entry book, guys, prime entry book is prepared what? Prime entry book is prepared at the end of the day, not at the moment of the transaction or not at the end of the month or anything. Prime entry book is prepared at the end of the day. Let's assume the business is operating from morning 8 to evening 5 o'clock. So maybe at 4:30 or something, or else after 5 or something only, they will be updating their prime entry book, or they will be preparing their prime entry book at the end of the day. But when we take our source document, they will be preparing the source document at the moment of the transaction. Example, let's assume when you are buying something or when you are selling something, at that moment itself, the source document will be prepared. So that's the main thing here. So source document is a document prepared by the business organization at the moment of the transaction by including all the details of a transaction is known as what? Source document. So next one we have a heading called as what? Details of a source document. Next one we have what? Details included in a source document. So if we take the details included in a source document, example, let's assume you are paying your school fees. You are paying your school fees. So when you pay your school fees, when you are paying your school fees, they will be giving you a receipt, no guys. They will be giving you all a receipt. This receipt is a source document. We will be studying later. This receipt is a source document. Now let me take a photo of the source document. Let me take a photo of the source document and explain what are the details included. So easily all can keep in mind, guys. Give me a second. Let me share the photo. Guys, can you all see the screen? Can you all see the screen? Yes. Okay, see here. Okay, what are the details included in a source document? There are some details which should be included in a source document. First one in a source document. Guys, mute yourself, mute yourself.
Your company name, address, area.
Guys, you all can read it later, okay? Make sure your mic is on mute, okay? All right, okay? Give me a minute. Wait. Okay, so first one is what? First one, your company name. What does it mean? So now we are going to study the details included in a what? Details in a source document. Details in a what? Source document. So let me take this and explain you. Details in a source document. So what's the first detail? First detail will be what? First detail will be what? Name and name and name and name and address of the business. What's the first detail? Name and address of the business. The second one is what? Serial number. Where is the serial number? Let's check where is our serial number. Serial number means what? There will be a kind of number. Here there is the serial number. Can you all see this number? Here there is a number, right? This is what? This is what? This is what? The serial number. This is what? The serial number. So in a source document, what are the two information we studied, guys? First one, we studied name and address of the business. Name and address of the business. Second one is what? Second one is what? Serial number. Second one is what? Serial number. Our second information is what? Serial number. And third one, we have what? The date on which the transaction had taken place. Here, this is what? Our third one, right? The date of the transaction will be included in a source document. And fourth one is what? The details connected to other party. Example, from business perspective, they will be putting the customer's name, no, right? Let's assume the customer's name is Kamal. So Kamal is the other party from business perspective, right? So other parties detail will also be included. So let me write here, other parties, other parties, other parties information, other parties information. As you all know, this one is what? Date. So are you all clear with the first three? First one is what? Name and address of the business will be included. Second one is what? There will be something called serial number. Third one will be what? Date. And fourth one will be what? Other parties information. Are you all clear as of now? Are you all clear with these three, these four? Are you all clear? Understood the first three? Like simply now you all will be remember, guys. Like next time and all, like in exam and all, when you all go for the exam, you all don't want to sit and study. Simply if you think about your school receipt, you can write the answer for these kind of a question. That's the main reason I'm taking a receipt and explaining. It will give you a proper idea. So here these things are very easier. So first one is name and address of the business. Second one is what? Serial number. Third one is date of the transaction. Fourth one is what? Details connected to other party. And fifth one is what? The fifth one is what? Description of the transaction. Example, whether you have paid your school fee, whether you have paid your trip fee, whether you have paid your sport meet fee. So that is known as what, guys? The description of the transaction, right? The description of the transaction is also one of the detail which will be included in a source document. And next one we have what? The monetary value of the transaction. Next one is what? The monetary value. I can write it here. Sixth one is what? The monetary value, the monetary value, the monetary value of the transaction. Example, how much we have paid. Example, 5,000, 10,000, 6,000. That monetary value also will be a detail of a what, guys? Details of a source document. And finally will be something called as what? Signature of a what? Finally, we have something called the signature of authorized person. Let's assume there is a signature like this. This is what? This is our seventh one. This is our seventh one. What is it? The signature of the what? Signature of the authorized person. Signature of the what? Authorized person. Signature of the what? Authorized person. Are you all clear with what are the details that will be in the source document? Are you all clear with the details of a source document? Are you all clear with the details of a source document? Guys, you all don't want to write anything. I'll give you all enough time to write. Just when I explain, just concentrate. It's more than enough. So one more time, repeat will you the serial number thing. Serial number number is something like this, guys. Example, like if you take your receipts and all, there will be a kind of number, guys. Like normally serial number in the sense that is kind of a page number. Example, let's assume in a receipt book, let's assume the number is from 0 to 1000. So that's a 1000-page receipt book. So in your school, they are giving you a receipt which is contained the number of 504. So later your school is telling that you didn't pay the fee or something, there is a problem, and you are bringing your receipt from your home. Once after you bring your receipt from your home and you are showing, this is my receipt, see, I have paid the fees. Now the business, to make sure that you have paid the fees, there will be a receipt number 504, no guys. They will be checking 504 and they will be in their receipt book, they will be going for the page number 504 and they will be tracking the thing, guys, whether you have paid it or not. So that is kind of a serial number. Like serial number means we use that in order to track whether the thing is correct or not. Are you clear now? The one who asked about the serial thing. Other informations are same, guys. Name and address of the business, the details of the other party, date, monetary value, description. These are easy. The main reason to take a source document and explain you all is what? Later you all don't want to sit and study these things, guys. Just if you think about your school receipt, name and address, the signature, the amount, the description, those things will come to your head. Are you all okay with this area for me to move on? Okay. Okay, guys, can you all quickly put the heading source document? Can you all quickly put the heading source document? Put the heading as source document. Put the heading as source document. And can you all see the screen? I hope you all can see the screen. Can you all see the screen which I have written? Can you all write this note? Source document. Below that you can write, it is a document prepared by the business organization at the moment of the transaction by including all the detail of a transaction is known as source document. And put the heading details included details included details included in a source document. Details included in a source document. So put the heading till here and let me know. Put the heading till here and let me know. I'll change the screen so you all can write the same points which I have written above. Guys, I'll start soon after the azan is over. Give me 2 minutes. Okay. Yeah, it's done, right? Okay, guys, you all can put the heading source document and write this part and details included in a source document. Details included in a source document. Now give me a minute. I'll share the screen. You all can write this part. You all can write this part. Give me a second. Grade 10 textbook. Where is it? Guys, you all can write it. Put the heading details included in a source document. Details included in a source document and write this part quickly. And write this part quickly. And again, I'll show you my receipt thing. So you all can take a screenshot and copy down that later for your later understanding. So that's all. We'll be moving to the other part. I'll give you all 2 more minutes. Quickly copy down. I'll not give you any more than 2 more minutes. By 7:38, I'll discuss quickly. It's more like 2 minutes more for this one. Write it quickly and let me know. Guys, we will be covering the syllabus on time. No worries on the syllabus. We will be covering the syllabus on time. There is no issues in that. So when I explain, you all just concentrate. Later, I'll give you all enough time to write. Now you all can write now, guys. If not, when I explain, if you are writing, you will not understand the explanation also. Now, when I give you time for you all to write, you will look up and wait. So when I explain, just understand that. Later, you all can write. Quickly give me a reply, guys, once after you all are completed. One student has completed, others, two of them has completed, others. Guys, just be active in the class. Done. Done. Okay. Now see here, guys. This is the very important part. Very important part. So just concentrate properly. Don't write anything. Keep your pens away. Close your books, all those things, and keep it properly. Now let's study the important part. Now last class I explained you all the prime entry book. No, guys. Last class I explained you what? Last class I explained you the prime entry book. Now quickly let me put a table. Quickly let me put a table. So last class we studied about what, guys? We studied about prime entry book. Okay, can you all say me one by one what are the prime entry book we study? What are the prime entry? Don't write anything. You all just type in the chat forum. What are the prime entry books we studied last week? First one we studied something called as what? Cash book. First one we studied something called as what? Cash book. Others also quickly give the reply. Second one we studied something called as what? Pet. So I can see whether you all can remember or not. Second one we study about what? Petty cash book. Third one we studied about what? Something called as what? Bank account. And fourth one we studied something called as what? Purchase journal. And fifth one we studied something called as what? Sales journal. And seventh one we studied something called as what? The important part here, because it's not in a textbook also, but they used to test this part. Next one we studied what? Purchase return journal. Very good. We studied what? Purchase return journal. We studied what? Purchase return journal. We studied what? Purchase return journal. And next one we studied what? The eighth one we this is the sixth one. This is the seventh one we studied what? Sales return journal, and final one, eighth one, we have studied as what? We studied what? General journal. Guys, can you all remember this? Can you all remember the seven? Now, all of a sudden, if I ask you, what are the seven prime entry book scalar, will you all be able to answer? All of a sudden, if I ask you, what are the prime entry book which the business to prepare, will you all be able to answer this question? Like, will you all be able to say the all eight things? You all should be able to say. Now, we are going to study our new part, which is what? Source document. Which is what? Source document. Now, this is a easy part, guys. Source document. Now, let me take you all this area. Here, see, we studied prime entry book last week, no, guys. So, I told you all, the prime entry book will be prepared in the business organization at the end of the day. At the what? End of the day. Example, let's assume 4 to 5 business means at the end of the day, only they will be preparing the prime entry book. Now you all will be having a doubt, how can they prepare the prime entry book at the end of the day? Can the accountant keep everyone in their mind? Like, let's assume, let's take a school. If we take a school, hundreds of students will pay the fees, guys. Hundreds of students will pay the fee. Can the accountant keep everything on his hand? This is the student who paid first. After this, she paid. After this, he paid. After this, she paid. After this, he paid. Can the accountant keep everything in mind? No. So, therefore, only we prepare something called source document. We prepare something called as what? Source document. A source document will be prepared at the moment of the transaction itself. Source document will be prepared at this time the student paid the fees. At this time the student paid the fees. So at that moment itself, the source document will be prepared. Now, once after the source document is prepared, the there will be a copy in the business. So guys, there will be a copy in the business. Using that copy only, they will be preparing what? Using that copy only, they will be preparing their prime entry book. So always remember, by using source document, only the business will be preparing the prime entry book. Using prime entry book, they will be preparing ledger. Using ledgers, they will be preparing trial balance. That's it. We call it as a process, no, guys. Therefore, you should understand how the business to prepare the prime entry book. Business to prepare the prime entry book using source document. Now let's study what are the source documents we have. In order to prepare the cash book, the business will be using a source document, something called as what? Receipt and payment voucher. Business will be preparing what? The cash book using what? Receipts and payment voucher. Therefore, receipts and payment voucher is considered as a source document of the cash book. Receipt and payment voucher is considered as the source document of cash book. Second one, how the business will be preparing its petty cash book. How does the business know that that some petty cash payments has been taken place? If the petty cash payment has been taken place in the business organization, at that moment itself, the business will be preparing something called as what? Petty cash payment voucher. Petty cash payment voucher. If there was any petty cash payment voucher in the business, the accountant know there was any petty cash payment has been taken place. Therefore, Tangal at the end of the day, he will be recording in his what? Petty cash book. He will be recording in his what? Petty cash book. So, what's the second prime entry book? Petty cash book. What's the source document? Petty cash payment voucher. Petty cash payment voucher. Third one, we have bank account. So, in order to record in the bank account, the source document that will be used by the business organization is what? We can say bank statement. What else, guys? We can say check counterfoil. We can say as what? Check counterfoil. What is mean by check counterfoil, guys? Example, have you all seen a check? Have you all seen a checkbook? So in a checkbook, this is how the checkbook will be, no, guys. Example, the things will be written like this. The check things will be written like this. And also the same information which they have written here, they will be writing on this area also, right? They will be writing on this area also. So later when they issue the check, what they will be doing? They will be tearing the check from this area and they will be issuing only this part. They will be issuing only this part, now, guys. This part will be remaining where? This part will be remaining with our business. This part will what? Remain in our business. Using this, this is our counterfoil. This small part is what, guys? That small part is known as our counterfoil. In that counterfoil, we will be having some information for whom we have paid, how much we have paid, when we have paid. All those information will be on counterfoil also, no guys. Using that counterfoil part, which is a source document, we will be preparing our bank account, which is a primary book. I hope you all are clear with that. And also we can use what? Deposit slip. Let's assume the business has gone to the bank and deposit some amount of money and came to the business bank. So there will be a deposit slip now, guys. Using that deposit slip, they will be preparing their bank account. So these are some source document related to the bank account. There are some other things also. And next one we have what? Purchase journal, right? Source document for the purchase journal is what? Purchase invoice. Source document for the purchase journal is what? Purchase invoice. And sales journal source document is what? Sales invoice. Now see this part. Next part is properly purchase return journal. Purchase return journal. If it is purchase return journal, guys, if it is purchase return journal, see this part. Let me take this as our business. Purchase return can what? Let's assume this is our supplier. This nice guy is what? Our supplier. This is what? Our supplier. Now what's happening? The supplier has sent us the goods. The supplier has what? Sent us the goods. Now say me guys, where the goods are? Where the goods are? Quickly say me where the goods are. Quickly say me guys, where the goods are? First we are purchasing from the supplier. Now we have purchased. Where the goods are now? Goods are in our business. Goods are in our business. Now purchase return means what? Purchase return means what? We are returning back, right? We are returning back, right? We are returning back. We are returning back. Now say me guys, now say me purchase return. If I take asset is equal to equity, like normally what's our accounting equation? What are our accounting elements? Assets, equity, liability, income and expense, like all these things I hope you all would have studied there. So if I take assets and expense, guys, if I take assets and expense, can you all quickly say me when assets and expense increases, is it debit or credit? When assets and I hope you all have studied. We started from primary book now, guys. So these are unit number 5. I hope you would have studied. When assets and expenses increase in the business, we do debit or credit. When assets and expense increase in the business, we do debit or credit. When assets and expense increases in the business, debit or credit. When assets and expense increases, debit. When the assets and expense decreases, credit. So this part is not needed for now. We know that what? When assets and expenses increases, debit, no. When assets and expense increases, debit. Now say me purchase is a which element for the business? Purchase is a which element for the business? It's an expense, no. It's an expense, no. Therefore, when expense is increasing, debit. When expense is increasing, debit. So we can call the source document as what? Debit note. Like this is something for you all to remember, okay? Like this is not the technical explanation to explain here, but I am explaining the source document for the purchase return journal as debit note, right? For you all to keep in mind. I'm saying this method. Simply remember purchase, right? Purchase return means leave everything. Purchase return means what? Like normally purchase return journal. Now we are going to figure out what's our source document. Leave everything. Forget everything. Just think what is this purchase? We know purchase is an expense. We know what purchase is an expense. When expense increases, debit or credit. We know that expense increases, debit. Therefore, what's our source document? Debit note. Next one we have what? Sales return journal, right? Forget about the return journal. When it comes to the sales return journal, you all know what? Sales is an income. You all know sales is an income. When income increases, debit or credit, guys? When income increases, debit or credit? When income increases, debit or credit? When income increases, credit, no, guys. When income increases, credit. Therefore, we call it as what? Credit note. Guys, don't misunderstand these things. This is not the technical explanation here. This is something for you all to keep in mind. All of a sudden, let's assume they are giving something called purchase return journal and you forget what's the source document. So what's the easiest way for you to remember it? You know that what purchase is an expense for the business organization. We have studied in the double entry unit. When expense increases, it should be debited. Therefore, what's the source document? Debit note. and they ask you what's the source document for the sales return journal. Now you are confused whether debit note or credit note. How to figure out whether it is debit note or credit note? You should see sales is a which element for the business. Sales is a income. When income increases, debit or credit. When income increases, credit. So what's the source document? Source document is what? Credit note. And finally, we have general journal. What's the source document? The source document is what? Journal voucher. The source document is what? Journal voucher. Are you all clear, guys? When I explain, please don't write. Just concentrate here. Like then only will understand these things better. Okay. Now, like now I explained that how to get the debit note, how to get the credit note, and all. So those explanations are really important. Okay. Now, guys, can you all quickly put a heading? Can you all quickly put a heading? What I am going to write now? Can you all put it as the heading? Give me a minute. Put the heading as what? Put the heading as. Oops, it came again. Give me a minute. Put the heading as what? Primarily books and relevant source document. Primary book and what? Relevant source document. So below that, guys, can you all put this table and quickly copy down this? Others, if you all have any doubt, just ask it. And the one who have completed, just let me know. Copy down this quickly. So credit note means, guys, credit note means it's a source document. Like credit note, debit note, can like it's a name. It's a source document. Others, do you all have any doubt? If you all don't have any doubt, just quickly copy down this and let me know. Payment voucher means like it's also kind of a source document, guys. Payment voucher means example we have, right? I told you when we talk about the what cash book, there are two things, like cash inflows and cash outflow. Cash inflow and cash outflow, right? So when there is a cash inflow, there will be a receipt as a source document. When there is a cash outflow, there will be what? There will be payment voucher as a source document. Simple as that. Payment voucher means it's a source document which the business organization use when there is a cash payment. Guys, purchase return journal and sales return journal, like it is a source document where the business organization used to record the return of the goods. Simple as that. In that purchase return journal and sales return journal only, the business organization will record the returns of the goods. So last class I explained these things, guys. If you are not in the group, just drop me a text. I'll add you to the group, or soon after today's class, along with today's class recording, I'll put the last week class recording also. Please make sure that you all go through that, because these are tested, guys. In your final O-level paper, they will be testing the source document area, and also make sure you all are 100% clear with this area. Others. Now take your time and copy down this. Like when I explain, don't copy down. When I explain, just concentrate and wait. Okay, guys, no issues. Take your time and copy down. Take your time, copy down and let me know. One student has completed. Others? Okay, done, sir, done, sir, done. So will you do the grade 11 lesson for 2024? Yes, definitely we'll be doing it. We'll be covering the entire part. We'll be covering this grade 10 part quickly and we'll be doing the grade 11. The thing is, guys, I can start off with the grade 11 first unit. The grade 11 units can be done within 4 months or 5 months, guys. We don't want to start it from the January and just waste the time. So we can complete the grade 10 area, which is a complicated area, than the grade 11. Than the grade 11 stuff, the grade 10 areas are difficult, guys. So soon after this, we'll be starting cash book, petty cash book, discount, all those things, BRS and all. After that, we will be doing the grade 11 leisurely. I'll 100% cover the syllabus, guys. There is no any worries for you all in that. The reason for the starting along with the prime entry book is also there is a kind of a reason that I explain you all why did I start with the prime entry book, right? Because from the next unit onwards, it is connected to prime entry book. So all of a sudden, if I start the cash book and you will wonder what that cash book is. Cash book is a prime entry book. You will understand if I teach you all this unit. So that's it. I started with this unit. So we will be completing unit one by one. We like before your exams, all the units will be covered, girls. That's all. Okay. Yes. Done. 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 Okay. All right. Okay. Now, guys, let me take you all through the textbook. Let me quickly take you all through the textbook. There is something called as what uses of source document. Let's quickly see what are the uses of a source document. First one is what can be used as an initial document. Can be used as a what initial document. Obviously, it's a what initial document. No, guys. Why do we say as initial document? Example, for, soon after transaction or event has been taken place, we will be initially preparing our source document, right? Then only we will be preparing our what prime entry book. Then only we will be preparing our ledger. Then only we will be preparing our trial balance, and then only we will be preparing our financial statement, right? Our this source document, why is it important? Because it is what the initial document which the business organization prepare. Second one is what can be used as a what written evidence. Let's assume your school principal is saying that you didn't pay the school fee, that you didn't pay a school fees. If you have a receipt now if you have a receipt now, you can go and show, sir, look here, I have paid the fees. So this is one of the evidence, right? This is one of the evidence which we do have. So source document can be used also as a what? As a written evidence. And third one is what? Additional information on transaction can be obtained. So as I explain your additional information, what? The name of the business, the address of what are the additional information? The name of the business, the address of the business, the amount of the transaction, who has signed on the check, what's the serial number, what's the description. So those kind of an additional information also can be obtained from a what source document. And next one is what can be used as a what can be used for recording transaction in prime entry book. So as I told you, by seeing the source document or by using the source document, only they will be preparing their prime entry book. The accountant doesn't know how many transactions has been taken place on a business. When the accountant has gone to take his lunch, some of your let's say 4 or 5 students has come and paid the fees. Can he keep record on all those things on his mind? No, they will be recording on the source document. Using the source document only, they will be preparing their prime entry book. So what's in the next was can be used for what recording transaction in the prime entry book. And what's the final one? Responsibility can be assigned to a specific officer as it is authorized by a person. Obviously, what we can do, let's assume we have appointed to a particular person. In case if anything happened, in case if the money is not in the cash drawer, we can question this person. We can question this person. Simply, we can give the responsibility for a person, guys. So these are the what? These are the what? Users of a source document. Can you quickly put the heading users of a source document? They might ask like then and they used to ask due to use of a source document. So you should be able to write. So put the heading users of source document and quickly copy down these points. Quickly copy down those points. Guys, others have you all completed? Others. Okay. Put the heading activity 1. Guys, if you do this activity everything correctly, you'll understand this unit better. Okay. Just put activity 1 and try this question from 1 to 8. Just try this quickly. We'll quickly discuss this soon after you all have completed. Quickly put activity 1 and try this 1 to 8 quickly. Let's see who get everything correct. Read the question properly and mark the answer. Okay, 2 students has completed. Others? Done, completed. Yeah, okay. So let's discuss see here. Okay, see this part carefully. First one, read and understand each of the following statement related to the prime entry book. State whether they are true or false. First one, they are saying prime entry books are used to record transactions by classifying them according to their nature and common characteristics. True or false, guys? True or false? It's what true, right? So we studied, right? Example, we have different prime entry book, no guys, like cash book, petty cash book, purchase journal, sales journal. So according to their nature of the transaction, only we classify, right? Example, if the nature of the transaction is cash related, we will be recording the cash book. If the nature of the transaction is credit sales of reselling good, we will be recording in the sales journal. So according to their nature and common characteristics only, we do differentiate what? Prime entry books and recording. So first statement is what? True. Second one, prime entry books are prepared instead of ledger account. Is it prepared instead of ledger account, guys? Prime entry book, is it prepared instead of ledger account? No, right? It's false. See here, let me take you all through this part quickly and come here. Prime entry book is something else, ledger account is something else, guys. Do we prepare this prime entry book instead of ledger account? No, we do prepare ledger account separately. Source document is something else, prime entry book is something else, ledger account is something else. We don't prepare our prime entry book instead of ledger account. So make sure that you are clear with that. So that statement is what? That statement is what? That statement is what? False. Third one is what? The sales journal is used to record the trade goods purchased on credit. True or false? True or false? It's false, right? Why do we say it as false? What's the reason to say it as false? The sales of reselling good used to record trade goods, fine. But is it purchased? This makes us wrong, right? This make the sentence wrong. Why? It's not purchased, right? It's not purchased. The credit sales of reselling good only should be recorded in the sales channel, not the credit purchase of reselling good. Reselling good and trade goods are same. So the trade good purchase on credit means where we will be recording. This will be recorded in purchase journal, not in sales journal. Therefore, this statement is false. Fourth one is what? Prime entry books are also known as journal or day book. True. We have studied what's the other name, guys? Journal, fine. Day book, fine. We have another name also. What's the other name? Any genius who can remember everything? What's the other name we studied? Yes. What? Subsidiary. Very good, guys. What's the other one? Subsidiary books. Next one, fifth one is what? All transactions that had taken place in a business should be recorded first in the prime entry book. It's what? True. True. Next one is what? The transactions are recorded in the prime entry book using source document. True. I told you, right? Using the source document only, they will be preparing their prime entry books. And next one is what? After recording transaction of a business in prime entry book, they should be posted to the ledger account. Obviously, as I told you all, we have what? Source document, prime entry book, and we will be transferring to ledger account, right? Using source document, we will be preparing prime entry book. Using prime entry book only, we will be transferring it to where? We will be posting to the ledger account. So that's also true. And final one is what? A responsible officer should authorize a source document for it to become an acceptable document. If you go and show your principal a receipt which is not signed by anyone, will he accept that? He will say he will not accept that, right? So that's a false. So in order to make a source document valid, it should be what? Signed or authorized by a particular person. So the eighth one is what? Eighth one is also true. How many of you got everything correct? Yeah, Nifra has got everything correct. Hikum has got everything correct. Afra has got everything correct. Rifka has got. Dana has got. And one student has got. Danushana has taken one wrong. And Zaid also has taken one wrong. No issues, guys. Taking wrong is completely fine. If you are learning from that. Majid, Shakib, yeah, everyone has taken one wrong, right? You can correct it. Okay, see here, what's the fifth one? All transactions that had taken place in a business should recorded first in the prime entry book, guys. So recorded first in the prime entry book means, example, normally first we will be recording in a document, no guys, like if they specifically say as document, we can say it as source document. But here they are saying as what? Prime entry book, no guys, just here they are saying as prime entry book. If I take all the definition of the prime entry book, here prime entry book, what's the definition we studied? For the prime entry book, we studied what? This is a transaction recorded at first, no guys. Normally we studied prime entry book is a book where the transaction is recorded at first. So this statement is correct, right? This statement is correct, right? What they are saying? All transactions that had taken place in a business should be recorded first in the prime entry book. It's true, right? Now, did you understand the student who asked the question? If they say a document or anything, it should be source document. But if they just say it should be recorded first, means it's prime entry book. Are you clear? So the fifth statement is true. The one has like, there were many students like Shakib, Majid, Danushan, and what our Zaid, everyone has told that they have got one wrong. Which one is wrong? Like, which one did you all make an error? The one student has got 6. Yeah, completely fine. If you understand why the other 2 things are wrong, it's completely fine. The student who got 1 wrong, which one did you all make error? 8th one, some of them 5th one. Guys, 8th one are easier. Don't make mistakes. Okay, making mistake is fine. So, did you all understand now? Did you all understand? For us to do the other exercise, did you all understand? Quickly let me know. Did you all understand this? Yes, yes, yes. Perfect, guys. Perfect, perfect. Okay. Let's move to the other one. Let's move to the other one quickly. Let's move to the other one. Can you all do the activity 4 quickly? Can you all do the activity 4 quickly? It's 8:13 now. It's 8:13 now. By 8:17 or 18, I'll be discussing. Quickly do it. Quickly do it. Understood. Perfect. Others quickly do it. Others quickly do it. Like this, be active in the class, guys. Just it's matter of putting a text. Yes, so no, understood. Don't know, something like that. If you have any question, just put that. That's all. Quickly do the activity 4. Some students has already completed. Abdullah Zaid, Nifra has completed already. Others. Dilmi also has completed. Shadia completed. Hikum completed. Rifka completed. Okay, let's. Most of you all have completed. Let's discuss this also quickly. Okay, see here. They have given primary book in the column A. In the column B, they have given the source document. Let's match the thing which is present here. For the cash book, I can match where, guys. For the cash book, I can match to the what? I can take it to the receipt. Bank account, I can take it to what? Bank account, I can take it to the deposit slip. Okay. Petty cash book, I can take it to the what? Petty cash payment voucher. Purchase journal, I can take it to the purchase invoice. Sales journal, I can take it to what? Sales invoice. General journal, I can take it to what? Journal voucher. Now you all will wonder, what should I want to fill in the other 2 box? What should I want to fill in the what? Other 2 box. So in the other 2 box, here you can write as what? Purchase return journal. Purchase return journal. Here you can write as what? Sales return journal. Here you can write as what? Sales return journal. Now I clearly explain you all what's the source document for the purchase return journal, guys. Purchase is a what? Expense. When expense increases, debit. So match with the what? Match with the debit note. Next one, I told you what sales. Sales is a what? Income. Income increases what? Income increases means credit. Income increases means what? Income increases means what? Credit. So sales channel, you can match it to a credit note. Did you all do the same way? Guys, did you all understand? In your book, they have not given the purchase return journal and sales return journal. Then can't you all think why did they give this answer? So credit note and debit note? Because they will be testing in the exam, guys. This is your textbook, right? Not any other source, right? This is your textbook. So in the textbook, if they are giving us debit note and credit note, definitely they will be testing in your paper, right? So that's it. Study this area also. Purchase return journal and sales return journal might be tested in your paper. Are you all okay with the activity 4? Yes, perfect. A student has got Rakshit has taken everything correct. Others did all take everything correct. Yes. Okay. Uh, now, guys, can you all activity 3 is not needed. Okay, activity 3 is not needed. Uh, activity 2 is also not needed. Okay, guys. Can you all put see here? Now we are starting a calculation area. Guys, from next week onwards, from March 1st onwards, we will be doing calculation. The accounting subject is really interesting. Yeah, really interesting. It's kind of calculations, no, guys. Now from this day onwards, the theory part is over. Like only we have petty cash book as the theory, like unless the business studies part. In accounting, we have only petty cash book as the theory. Now we will be completely studying the questions, calculation. You will be dealing with numbers, which is very interesting. So understand the logic from the very beginning, guys. So you all can put the heading. You all can take a new page. And put the heading, the cash book and the petty cash book. Now see here, we studied different prime entry book. No, we studied different prime entry book. Now we study different prime entry book. Now we are going to study one by one, guys. So our unit number 8 is what? Our unit number 8 is what? Cash book and petty cash book. Our unit number 9 is what? Bank account. Our unit number 10 is what? Purchase journal, sales journal, and general journal. And our unit number 11 is what? Our unit number 11 is trial balance. Unit number 12 is correction of account here. So this is what you'll be studying, guys. Completely the calculation area, which is really easy. So you all can put the heading as what? Unit number 8. Unit number 8, cash book and petty cash book. Unit number 8, cash book and petty cash book. Quickly put the heading nicely and let me know. Yeah. Quickly put the heading and let me know. Put the heading, the cash book and petty cash book. Okay, below that put a heading, below that put a subheading, cash book. Now we will be completely covering the cash book area, and then we will be going to the what? Petty cash book. So below that put a subheading, as cash book. Below that put a subheading as what, guys? Below that put a subheading as cash book. Heading clearly okay. Put the heading as what? Cash book. Now, guys, cash book means, like, if you talk about the cash book, yeah, I can write this is a prime entry book. Don't write it. This is a what? Prime entry book. This is a prime entry book used by the business organization, used by the business organization in order to used by the business organization in order to record all the in order to record what, guys? Quickly send me. What do we record in the cash book? Now you all have studied the small areas related to the prime entry book. Now we are going to study in detail what the cash book, how to prepare the cash book, what's the format of the cash book, how to record on it. So we'll be studying in depth. Now you all should be able to answer the basic stuff. So what do we record in the cash book, guys? In cash book, we do record what? Cash transaction, cash related transaction. That's what we do record what? In the cash book. So what you can say? This is a prime entry book used by the business organization in order to record all the what? In order to record all the cash related transaction. In order to record all the cash related transaction. What are the cash related transactions we have, guys? Cash related transactions we have what? Cash inflow, and we have what? Outflow. Cash inflow, and we have what? Cash outflow. The second point is what? The source document used to prepare cash book is what? The source document used to prepare cash book is, what's the source document we use, guys, in order to prepare the cash book? The source document used to prepare the cash book is what? What is the source document which we use in order to prepare the cash book? We use what? The cash book is what? Receipts and payment voucher. Receipts and what? Payment voucher. Always remember, when there is an inflow, there will be a receipt. When there is outflow, there will be a what? Payment voucher. Okay. Okay. Guys, can you all put the heading cash book? Can you all put the heading cash book and quickly write these 2 points and let me know. Quickly write these 2 points and let me know. I'll give you all 1 minute. Quickly write this and let me know. Brother, can I know which area you didn't understand? I'll roughly explain. Can you quickly know which area you didn't understand? Others copy down this. Okay. Others copy down. There is a student who has doubt in this area. I'll quickly explain. Okay. What is simply cash book means what? Cash book means it's a prime entry book. As we have studied here, what? Cash book means what? It's a prime entry book. So in cash book, what type of transaction we will be recording? In example, if we take a business organization, in the business, there are different types of the transaction. So one type of the transaction we see as what? The cash related transaction, which is dealing with the cash inflows and cash outflow. So if there are any cash inflows or outflows in a business organization, we record in a prime entry book as what? The cash book. So cash book means what? This is a prime entry book used by the business organization in order to record all the cash related transaction, not any credit or anything. We record in the cash book what? We record only the cash related transaction. So what are the cash related transactions we have? We have cash inflows and we have what? Cash outflow. We have cash inflow and we have what? Cash outflow. So if we take the source document, cash inflow means what? The cash is coming inside the business. Cash outflow means what? Cash is going outside the business. So if it is a cash inside or if it is a cash inflow or it is a cash outflow, we will be recording in which prime entry book? We will be recording in the cash. So what's the next one? The source document used to prepare the cash book is what? Receipt and payment voucher. Simply by seeing the receipt or the payment voucher, only we will be preparing our what? Cash book. Only we will be preparing our cash book. Okay, did you understand? Yes, 2 students has completed. Adia and Badunisa has completed. Others? Elidi ivarai. Others. Perfect. Understood, sir. Okay. If you have any to ask and clarify, yeah, like that. Finish. Okay. Now see this part, guys. Now see this part. If we take cash book, we covered the introduction part. Now see here, what are the cash receipt? So cash receipt means I told what? The cash inflow, right? Cash inflow means what? If I take a business organization, business organization, cash inflow means what? Cash is coming inside the business. Cash outflow means what? Cash is going out from the business. See, what are the source of cash inflow? So first one is what? The owner's capital. What is mean by owner's capital? When the owner is investing money to the business, the cash will come inside the business, which is a cash inflow. Second one is what? Cash sales. What is mean by cash sales? Let's assume I'm selling furniture. So if I sell furniture for cash, I will give the furniture and I will be receiving money, right? So that is cash sales. So when a cash sales is taking place, the cash will come inside the business. And third one is what? Cash received from debtor. So who is the debtor? The person who should pay to the business. So when this person is paying money to the business, the cash will come inside the business, which is a cash inflow. Cash inflow. Next one is what? Borrowing money. Let's assume we are obtaining a bank loan. When we obtain a bank loan, the bank will give us the money, no guys. The bank will give us the money. So when the bank is giving us money, when the bank is giving us money, when the bank is giving us the money, the cash is coming inside the business. So what we say? We say as what? It is a cash inflow to the business. And final one we have what? Cash receipt for rent income. Sorry, cash receipt for rent income is example. Let's assume we have an extra building. Now, if we have an extra building, let's assume we have rented out that building. So the party who has rented out, they will be paying us money, no guys? They will be paying us money. So when they pay us the money, it's also kind of a what? Cash inflow. So these are the ways where the cash can come inside the business. These are the ways where the cash can come inside the business. Now we are going to study. Now we are going to study what are the cash payments. Example, we can say as what? Cash outflow. Like what are the ways the cash will go out from the business? First one is what? Purchase of goods for cash. When we purchase goods for cash, our goods will be coming inside the business. In return, we will be paying cash, right? In return, we will be paying cash. So what will happen? It's about cash outflow. Second one, repayment of bank loan. So here I told you, right? When you obtain a bank loan, the cash will come inside the business. Now, do you want to repay the bank loan? Definitely yes. Now, when you repay the bank loan, the cash will go out from the business, right? Cash will go out from the business. So that's what here they are saying. When you are repaying the loan which you have taken, it's a cash outflow. It's a what? Cash outflow. Third one is what? Payment to creditor. Third one is what? Payment to creditor. You would have purchased goods on credit. Now you should pay back to the creditor. When you are paying to the creditor, your cash will go out from the business. And next one is what? When you are paying an expense like electricity, employee salary, if you are paying like that expenses, the cash will go out from the business. And next one they are saying as what? Purchasing of what? Non-current asset. Let's say you are purchasing furniture, equipment, machineries. So when you purchase all those things, will they give it for free? They will not give it for free, guys. You should pay money, right? So when you are paying from the money, your furniture or the non-current asset will be coming into the business. In return, you are paying them what? Money. When you are paying them money, your cash will decrease. And final one they are saying as what? Drawings. When the owner is taking money from the business, let's assume this is our nice owner. So this is our owner. When this person is taking money from the business for his personal use, from our business perspective, what's happening? From our business perspective, the cash is outflow. Cash is going out. Are you all clear with the ways of cash inflow and cash outflow? Are you all clear with the cash inflows and outflow? So you will send the notes again. Yes. If you miss any part, I'll send you the notes. No issues in that. I have everything. Yes, beautiful owner. Yes, sir. Yes, clear. Yes, clear. Others, you understand the ways of cash inflow and cash outflow. So can you explain the cash outflow again? Yes, you all explain. Others, okay, cash outflow areas means what? Like what are the ways the cash will be going out from the business? What's the first one? When you purchase goods from the business, the cash will go. Second one is what? When you are repaying your loan, cash will go. Let's assume you have taken a loan, you are repaying the loan. So from your business, the cash will go out. Third one is what? You are paying to the creditor. So if you have purchased goods on credit, when you pay to the creditor, the cash will decrease. Next one is what? When you are paying your salary, like example, let's assume people are working in your business. When you are paying them salary, your cash will decrease, which is a cash outflow. And when let's assume you are purchasing any assets. So when you purchase any assets or anything, then also your cash will decrease, which is a cash outflow. Next one is what? If the owner is withdrawing anything from the business, like if the owner is taking anything or any cash from the business, it's also what? It's also a drawing. It's also what, guys? Drawings, which is a cash outflow. Are you clear with the cash inflow and cash outflow? Shadi, are you clear? Others, did you all understand? Like simply, what does this mean is what? What are the ways the cash can come inside the business? These are the ways cash can come inside the business. Next one is what? What are the ways cash can go out from the business? So here you can put as what? You can put the heading. You can here put the heading like this. Here you can put the heading like this. Cash inflow, cash inflow, cash outflow. Cash inflow and what? Cash outflow. So you can write all the points related to cash inflow here, all the points related to cash outflow other side. All the points related to the cash outflow here. Draw a similar table like this and copy down this area, guys. And copy down this area. Guys, if any of y'all miss the note, just let me know. Okay? Don't keep your books incomplete. If y'all miss any note or any areas, let me know. I'll show you the notes. Keep your books properly. Write the notes properly and keep your book. Yes, you all should write the notes. Yeah, Afra, drop me a text. I'll send you the notes. Or else say me the areas now itself. Soon after the class is over, I'll show you the areas. Notes here, just put a table, guys, as inflow. You can put cash inflow. Other side, you can put as what? Cash outflow. So cash, these points you can write it here. These points you can write it here. Quickly write and let me know. Yeah, the table is not really necessary, or else you can put the heading as what? Cash inflow and write this point, cash outflow, and you can write the relevant point. Or else if you put a table and write also, that's fine. You can put on left side, you can put cash inflow, right side, you can put cash outflow, and you can copy down that. Guys, make it quick. Guys, completed. Others? Others, have you all completed? Okay. Okay. Yeah, put the heading as dual function of cash book. Put the heading as what? Dual function of cash book. Put the heading dual function of cash book. Yeah. Guys, this is tested like then and there they used to test this area. So put the heading, I'll explain what this is. So put the heading dual function of cash book. Okay, dual function of cash book means, guys, dual function of cash book means, for me to explain this part properly, see here, in unit number 6, hear me out properly, yeah? Hear me out properly. In unit number 6, here, we studied something called as what? In unit number 6, we studied something called as what? Cash account, here, cash account. What are these? Here again, let me tell here. What is this? In unit number 6, we studied something called as what? Cash account. In unit number 6, we studied something called as what? Cash account. See, in unit number 6, we studied something called as what? Cash account. In unit number 6, we studied something called as what? Cash account. Where is that part? In unit number 6, we studied about what? Cash account. Wait. In unit number 6, we studied what? Cash account. In unit number 8, we are going to study something called as what? Cash book. We are going to study something called as what? Cash book. Earlier we studied something called cash account. Now we are going to study something called cash book. In unit number 6, this cash account, what it is, guys? In this cash account, what it is? Out of these things, here, out of these transactions, source document, prime entry book, ledger, trial balance, financial statement, our this cash account is what, guys? Quickly give me a reply. What is this cash account? Unit 6, you have already studied. What is that cash account? What is that cash account? What is that cash account? In unit number 6, we have studied something called cash account. Now you all know the accounting process, no, guys? Transactions and events, source document, prime entry book, ledger account, trial balance, and financial statement. Out of those process, this cash account belongs to what? Cash account belongs to what? Come on, guys, quickly reply. Cash account belongs to what? Guys, not assets. I am asking in the processor. I am asking in this process. In this process, cash account, is it a transaction and event? No. Is it a source document? Is it a, I'm asking what is that cash account, guys? I'm asking what is that cash account? Guys, cash account is a ledger. Cash account is a what? Ledger. See here. Guys, remember these things. We have already, these things are covered right here. See, cash account is a what? Cash account is a ledger. Cash account is a what? Ledger. Cash account is a what? Ledger. Cash account is a ledger. So here I can write it as what? I can write it as what? Ledger. What is this cash book, guys? What is this cash book? What is this cash book? Cash book is a what? Cash book is a what? Cash book is a what? Prime entry book. Cash book is a what? Prime entry book. Now can you all understand? Now can you all understand? The same cash book purchase two function, right? What are those two functions? First one, it will be acting as a ledger. Second one, it will act as a what? Prime entry book. So that's what they say as what? What's the dual function? Our cash book will be performing two functions, guys. Our cash book will be performing two functions. What are those two functions? First one, it will be act as a prime entry book. Also, it can also act as a what? Ledger account. So simply they might ask you in your paper, what are the dual function of cash book? What's the dual function of cash book? We have studied in unit 6 something called cash account, cash account, cash account, cash account. What's that cash account? It's a ledger. Now we are going to study cash book, cash book, cash book, cash book. What's that cash book? It's a prime entry book. So actually, how many functions does the cash book plays? Two functions. What are those two functions? Act as a prime entry book and also it will act as a what? Ledger account, act as a prime entry book and act as a ledger account. So you all can put a heading, dual functions of cash book, dual functions of cash book. You can put a heading, dual function of cash book. You can put a heading as what? Dual functions of cash book, dual functions of cash book. Below that you can write the following, first point, the following two functions, the following two functions are performed by the cash book. The following two functions are performed by what? Cash book. What's the first function, guys? The first function is what? Act as a ledger account. Act as a what? Ledger account. Second one is what? Act as a what? Prime entry books. Copy down this quickly, guys. Copy down this quickly and let me know. Wait, let me share the screen. Guys, I hope you all have completed. You all have completed, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay, guys. So this is the theory part related to the cash book. So next class we will be studying what? We will be studying about what? We will be studying about format, how to record in the cash book, what kind of transaction we will be recording, discount, all those things will be covered in the next class. For now, guys, let me stop the recording. Okay.